Hi, and welcome to Josh and Tim Talk Sports NFL Prediction Week, Wildcard Weekend.
Super Wildcard.
I'm not saying that. The NFL is.
I just did.
Not good.
Super Wildcard.
I'm Tim Shire.
I'm Josh Dome.
This is our guest, Tommy Shire. We got our
Chuck
other
Kolchak.
guest, Chuck Kolchak, here. He's going to give his picks by video link because we are technically superior here.
Yeah, I guess.
I zoomed in one day.
So, well,
That was good.
it would be hard. It would be hard for Chuck to zoom while he's bowling.
Not
He's
really.
got to go shoot.
He'd probably only have a 280.
He's gonna go and shoot his fourth 700 within the last week.
Yeah, come on. All right, come on.
I need to start bowling more.
Go Chuck.
I need to start bowling
I
better.
could throw you
Same.
Okay.
could
So,
throw
Josh,
you
you got
some
anything to say
225s.
in response to
In
last
response
week's
to
show?
last week, I just have a few little comments.
Okay.
All right. I just want to say, number one, I never said the Broncos were going to be the best team in the league. I did say that they had potential to be very good, but that's the little point. My next little point is that I would like to give a little tiny breakdown of why I picked the Browns so much.
Because you thought they were going to be good.
Well, I picked them week 1. They won, right? I picked them week 2. It's a one-score game. They should have won the game. I picked them week 3. They won. I picked them week 4, because I'm guessing most people picked them week 4 against the Falcons. Week 5, I had them losing to the Chargers. Week 6, I should have. I'll admit the wrong on week 6 against the Patriots.
I actually picked the Browns
Against the Patriots. I'll admit the wrong there. Against the Ravens that next week,
The Browns should have beat the
the
Falcons.
Browns could have won that game as well. I picked the
They were
Browns
better
that next week and they won.
Yeah.
I picked the Dolphins to win and the Dolphins won. I picked the Bills to win and the Bills won. I picked the Browns to beat the Buccaneers and they won. I picked the Browns to beat the Texans. I picked the Browns to beat the Bengals again, and I guess I was wrong there. I picked the Browns to beat the Ravens. I picked the Browns to beat the Saints. I don't know how many people saw that one coming as well. I picked them to beat the Commanders. They did. And I picked them to beat the Steelers, which I guess was just a wrong pick.
Did you really expect me not to say something?
No, of course I expected you to say something, but I also think I had a valid
you know how I
reason
am.
to pick them for most of the games. I know some of those were
I don't
bad
want to mention
picks.
the valid reasons.
I know.
That doesn't fit my narrative.
Obviously, but the big thing was everyone else on here has said as much as I have about you picking the Buccaneers. It's been an even spread.
But it hasn't been. I picked them much less than you.
No,
picked
I
the
know.
Browns.
I'm saying it's an even spread of us telling you that you picked with your heart.
Oh, yeah.
It's not
Well,
just me saying that.
It's you and Tommy mostly. Chuck
Yeah.
doesn't really say much.
Chuck
Yeah,
knocks you
neither
every
does-
time you pick
Neither
him.
does Tommy. But
Why should he?
well, he's behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You're right. But you know what, Tony, you're not here tonight. We were going to have you on set tonight. Ask your mom. I told her that the other day, but I told her not to tell you.
Your time to shine, baby.
So yeah, you were going to get to be on the set tonight. It would have been fun.
It would've
Fun
been
is always a good thing.
Fun is good.
Yes, it is. So let's get moving here.
All right,
where
we're
we
back
at?
to business. Back to business.
Yeah, let's get back to what we got going here. Let me start the stopwatch so we don't go over.
Oh, jeez.
I forgot to start it, but there we go. That's all right. We're good.
We're good.
We only have 6 games this week, so.
Yeah?
But we can go
Some
along
good
with
games.
6 games, knowing
Yeah.
us.
No worries.
Let's give the standings. Last week, Chuck was 11-6. Josh was 11-6.
Okay.
Tommy was 13-4.
Oh, crap. Oh, crap. He's probably catching.
I was 10-7.
All right.
Tony was 8-9.
He does it to himself.
He does. You know he does.
I wish.
I don't even think he believes
want
But
him
I
to pick
think,
better.
I think he actually has fun with it.
I don't think
I
he.
hope
He
so.
likes
I hope he
picking.
does.
He seems to like to pick the.
I don't think he
I
actually
hope-
believes
I-
in his picks.
I hope he doesn't. I hope he just does it for fun. I really hope he does it for fun.
So, we got the standings now. Chuck and Josh are still tied, 191, 108, and 2. Tommy's inching closer, 187, 112, and 2.
Uh-oh.
4 games.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
I have been eliminated.
Oh, no.
I know.
From Super Bowl.
I know it's
No!
hard. I know it's hard to believe.
You were
but
the underdog I
You
was
stuck
rooting
it
for,
through
Tim.
till the last week of the regular season.
I've been eliminated.
You were the underdog I was rooting for, Tim.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm
you were not
175,
really
124, and 2.
Damn.
Yeah. Don't worry. If you have a bad year next year, then we'll bring that up.
I shan't. I won't. I won't. I refuse.
How's that?
Just won't.
How'd those fantasy leagues go this year, Tom?
I was in too many. We
You
already
did
had a
good. You
conversation.
did good in the league that mattered.
The
Yeah.
Money League?
Yeah, the
Well,
roofing league.
I
Still
won.
in
I won
the
free
league.
roofing leads.
But a bunch of leagues that you're in with me wasn't that good.
Don't
That's
worry.
okay.
I was pretty
That's
bad too when you were
I was in
leagues,
like
Tim.
12
I
leagues.
know.
I was.
You can't
No.
expect me to do good in
Well,
all of
I
them.
think
You
I was.
getting all of them?
I was on top
I could
of
do
all
12.
your. I was
could
on.
do 12.
I was on top of all your leagues last year.
You were good in the leagues last year, yeah.
Or,
But
Or
last year's
rebuilding.
last year.
or rebuilding.
But has
Um,
he won
so Tony-
102 straight games on NCAA 13 with Ohio State?
I'm gonna guess
he
not.
hasn't.
Yeah.
One.
He doesn't
so
have it like
Tony,
No.
let's get back to the standings.
What is Tony at?
Tony's
Tim?
168, 131, and 2.
Oh.
We don't have to
He
read the
can
guess.
catch you. Wait, he can catch you.
He can't. Well, he could. Oh, I figured it
That
out.
would be
I
sad.
figured it out already. I did earlier. I just have to get 3 games right this weekend, and then I
Okay.
can't pass.
Okay. Hey, you never know.
It doesn't mean a lot to me though.
Yeah.
But I figured it out already.
Yeah. All right.
What do you-
Okay. But
What's that first game
what
we
is
got?
going
Tim?
on?
Nothing.
Screw up our microphone. Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
good.
it
We're
still
good.
works. You move
So
things,
the
it doesn't
first
break it.
game
Yeah.
is the. Let's have Chuck introduce it. How about
Okay.
that,
How about that?
Chuck?
All right, I'm going to make my first pick today in the playoffs for the first weekend of Wildcard, or as Tim says, Super Wildcard. My first pick is going to be the San Francisco 49ers.
Against the Seahawks, of course.
Yeah.
Yes. Seahawks and 49ers. So Chuck's got the 49ers. What do you got, Chuck, Josh?
You know, as much as I would love to see the Seahawks upset, you got to go with the 49ers.
Tommy?
I'm feeling a Purdy win from the 49ers.
I'm feeling another crying performance after the game from Geno Smith. I'm saying the Seahawks are going to upset the 49ers.
I love it. Hey,
You got-
I like
look,
it.
you
I
got-
hope you're right, honestly.
You cannot go into the playoff unless
I
you're the
don't.
72 Dolphins. You cannot go into the playoffs with 10 wins in a row. You're not getting the job done. You're not going to.
That's
and
a
I
good
think
point.
I think they're going to lose this weekend.
Okay. So for playoffs, you're picking what you think. No numbers.
Well, no, that game and the last game I told you, the final game of the week. What does Tony have?
Tony
Throck shot.
happens to have the 49ers.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes, he is. So I'm the only one. So I'm going to gain a game on everybody.
No.
Okay. So next game we have the Chargers, and I did this game by the numbers so when we
Okay.
do our picks.
This is probably pretty close.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
So this is the Chargers at the Jaguars.
Wow.
What do you
Jaguars.
think, Chuck?
Blow Seattle away. Not even close.
Well,
Thanks, Chuck.
Chuck gave us his thoughts on the Seattle 49er game. Now he's going to give us his
He's going to take his time.
Chargers Jaguars.
Second pick is the Chargers and Jaguars. And I'm going with the Chargers coming to the East Coast. I know Jaguars are on a high, but I still think Chargers are a better team. And, I think they'll win this game.
All right. Well,
All
there's
right,
Chuck's.
you. Thank
What
you,
do you got,
Chuck.
Josh?
So, I think that Mr. Justin Herbert is going to finally show us how good of a quarterback he is, and he's going to take those Chargers deeper into the playoffs, and Chargers are going to win.
Okay. What do you got, Tommy?
I, the supposed Justin Herbert hater, have the Chargers. And the supposed Justin Herbert
who is
lover may not.
Who has ever said that he doesn't like Justin Herbert? Who
I
has-
don't dislike Justin Herbert.
Who has
I
ever-
told you he needed to make the playoffs,
Who
and he
has
did.
ever? Oh wait, people on both sides of him.
Maybe.
I told you he needed to make the playoffs, and what did he do?
He
He
did.
made the playoffs,
He did.
and he's going to win a playoff.
Well, because he watches our podcast, so he
Yeah.
knew he better
I'm
do
sure
it.
he does.
He does.
Him-
Along with Perrion Winfrey and Miles Garrett.
and Justin
Well,
Bieber.
we know Garrett.
Oh, and
Justin-
Justin Bieber too. That's
Yeah.
right.
We know Garrett did, because after I went off on him,
No,
he
Shane
went crazy.
I said Justin Bieber.
She said Bieber. Shane Bieber.
Shane
Yeah, Shane
Bieber.
Bieber. Not Justin.
God,
Shane.
it's football season, guys. It's Shane,
It-
not Justin.
yeah,
Justin,
it is.
Same thing. It's the
Just
same
because
person.
Jim Donovan would probably call him
Sorry.
Justin.
Yeah, I did my
Yeah.
Jim Donovan impersonation.
I'm
I'm sure they both watch it. Though.
So who does Tony have in this affair?
Tony happens to have, big surprise, the Jaguars.
Okay, so I am a Justin Herbert fan. I've been a Justin Herbert fan since he was at Oregon.
This is
I think he's good. I wasn't a Trevor Lawrence fan.
I still
The last few weeks, I've started to realize, like, I like this guy. He's you know,
Yeah.
Cut
I'm
his
picking,
damn hair.
I'm picking the Jaguars.
Yeah, right.
I'm picking the Jaguars
Okay.
because
Herbert hater.
but they're at
He's a
home.
Herbert
They're
hater.
at home. No, I think Justin will have
No,
a
he's a
good game.
he's a Herbert hater. I don't want to hear it.
Justin will have a good game.
Herbert hater.
But I think that.
If
Why would you even say that? Like,
Herbert hater.
Oh, I can't.
This guy's a
like,
Herbert hater.
Wow. Like that's horrible.
Herbert
Oh my gosh.
hater.
I've always been a fan of Oregon quarterbacks too. But
Is it Oregon or is it Oregon?
Oregon, whatever.
Same difference. I say Oregon.
Whatever.
Or is it a ha?
You say tomato, I say
Aha
tomato.
State.
Okay.
Aha.
So
Cincinnati.
we're gonna move on to the next game.
What would
Folks.
that be?
That game is going to be the Dolphins and the Bills.
Or as I'll call it, a blowout.
Well, yeah.
Skylar
Yeah.
Thompson's going to
But
start.
hey, you
from
never
what I
know.
hear.
Yeah.
Let's see what Chuck has to say.
All right, Chuck.
Go on, Chuck.
Take your
Third
time.
game in Buffalo. Well, we already know two is not starting for the Dolphins. This was an easy pick, whether Tua plays or not. I'm going with the Buffalo Bills. I think it's still going to be a very emotional game. Hamlin's out of the hospital, which is great news. So go Buffalo.
What do you got, Josh?
Yeah, big surprise here, Tim. I'm going to go with the Bills, and so does Tony. I'm just going to say them back to back because I got them right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did I ask that early for Tony's?
He did. You did.
But
So-
you're
so
you're
no,
the co-host, so
But,
you can.
yeah,
He's
this,
silent
hey,
snap.
this is Tony's time. This was Tony's time to
It
shine.
was.
So
It was.
I'm going to say it for
He
him.
silent snapped, by the way, for the Tony pick.
Yes.
Silence. What does that
He
mean?
said, give me Tony.
Oh, okay. All right, Tommy, what do you got?
Well, like I said, blowout. Give me the Bills
Okay.
and a 28-point performance.
I agree.
Victory-wise.
I agree. It's going to be a blowout.
Yeah.
I do. But I'm not sure I agree with you guys.
Mm.
But I am going to pick the Bills.
I thought he was about to do the dumbest thing ever.
How could you
You're
not?
funny, Tim.
I mean, if I really want to get one wrong, I'd pick the Dolphins. But you know,
The Dolphins could win.
but I guess
Hopefully Dean Mateo
one-
does not see this.
one thing that has been proven this year is I guess I was wrong about Tua. I'm not saying he's great, but he's good enough to help his team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Tyreek Hill helps him out a
Very,
lot.
very,
Oh, yeah,
very.
The
I
cheetah?
will-
Is that it? The cheetah?
The cheetah?
The cheetah.
Would you compare Tua? I don't remember this guy very well. Would you compare Tua to a Trent Dilfer type?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a little better though. I think.
A little better.
I think he's a little
He's
better. Yeah,
left-handed,
because
too.
he throws touchdown
Left-handed.
passes.
I don't like
Um,
left-handed quarterbacks. It's just a thing.
but,
about
I
me.
love left-handed.
So
don't like it.
Tyreek Hill, is he the cheetah? Is he named after the animal, or is that like a New York or Boston person calling him a cheater? Oh, it's a the
Cheetah.
animal.
I'm gonna-
the animal, right?
I'm
He's
gonna
a
go on a
cheetah.
limb and
He's
say,
a cheetah. I caught him at Fenway Park
I know you love your New Yorkers, Tim.
in the Boston. People from Boston.
From Boston.
From Boston.
Welcome to
They
Boston.
used to love Tommy.
Tommy.
They used to love Tommy.
Yeah, they don't have
Yeah.
Tommy no more.
They love Tommy.
Don't
They
cancel
don't.
us, please.
That's a shame they don't like Tommy anymore. It's too bad.
It's like they still think they're in Europe.
I'm gonna steal former technical producer and brother of co-host myself, Noah Dome.
Noah Dome. Yeah, he was
Steal
our
his words.
He
Noah
was our
Dome.
original technical co-technical producer.
Yeah.
Him and Tony.
Yeah.
I believe he took the video for the first dad joke.
Is he in the weight room or something?
Yeah, I'm sure he is. But taking the words from Noah Dome, we are uncancelable. Words of Noah Dome.
No, yeah. I mean,
Uncancelable?
Who's gonna
Yeah,
cancel
those
us?
are Noah Dome's words.
Who's
So,
canceling us?
so by those words, it means we are canceled, yet we cannot be canceled. Shouldn't it be
I'm not sure.
incancelable or
No.
something like that?
I
Those are
think,
words
I
of
think he's
Noah
right.
Dome.
I
You
think
tell
he's
me,
right.
Unc.
I'm so bad with the language.
Thanks, Skip.
Even though I'm a writer, I'm bad with the language.
Hey, skip.
Skip.
So what you said? I called him Unc and then I said, "Hey, all right,
Skip.
Skip."
Yeah, Skip. Yeah. A lot of people probably would
I'm
agree
like
with
Charles
you.
Barkley.
You're a bad golfer.
If I was Charles Barkley hates Skip Bayless. I don't know if anybody's heard that.
No.
Yeah.
I quite literally saw an interview where
Because Charles Barkley
Charles
is a
Barkley,
realist.
Charles Barkley looks at the guy interviewing him and goes, "If I had a disease that was killing me, could we bring Skip into this room so I could kill him?" He said that. He said that.
Charles Barkley is
He's so good.
non-cancelable.
He always says the truth.
You cannot
Non-cancel.
He
I like
does.
that better.
I'm gonna go with non-cancelable.
You know?
Those are my words. not
And by the
mine.
way, he always criticized the Cavs when LeBron James was on them.
He's a LeBron hater.
Well, okay, but not that. He always said they didn't have enough. This year, he loves this team.
Who?
He loves the Cavs this year.
Charlie?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Skip.
Yeah,
No.
Skip,
No.
not Skip. Come on, Skip.
God,
Skip
could you
Bayless.
imagine him and Stephen A. Smith in the same room?
No.
They used to be on shows together
I
on
know,
ESPN.
I
yeah,
know.
it was good TV.
I saw.
It
Let's-
must have been good.
Let's
TV.
get moving
That
now.
would make me want to puke.
Let's go with we got the New York Football Giants
New York.
at the Minnesota Unpurple People Eater Vikings.
Their defense is not.
They're very
well.
good on offense. Here, let's see what Chuck has to say about this game.
What do you got, Chuck? What do you got, Chuck?
Take your time. Chuck.
Okay, Chuck, you
This
can go.
game between the Giants and the Vikings, I'm going to take the Vikings. I think this will be a close game, but I think at the end the Vikings are going to win.
You like how Chuck thought there. You guys like how Chuck thought there?
Chuck
Yeah.
knows what he's. Chuck's pretty. He's
Chuck's
in
4
first
games
place.
ahead of
Done
Tom.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Josh doesn't though.
Let's see. You and Chuck can actually get over 200 picks right if you.
Wow.
Let's see. 6,
You're not gonna.
Yeah.
6, 10, 12, 13 left.
Yeah.
That's
Still
all,
get-
that's
9 right for 200.
So Tommy
202.
could too. If Tommy gets everyone right the rest of the way, he could get
which I'm
200.
gonna.
Uh-huh.
So, but what do you got, Josh, and then Tony?
Well, see, I think. Well, actually, I guess it doesn't matter what I think. I'm not even going to mention that. So I'm just going to go simple and say the Vikings. Yeah.
What do you think? Why doesn't it matter?
Okay. Well, I
Tell
was
us
going to
what you
say
think. We got
if the
time.
Vikings are playing anybody else, I don't think they win
Ah.
because I don't know if Kirky Boy is going to show up in these
Well, I'm not
playoffs.
worried about that.
I'm worried about Kirky Boy.
Yeah.
I'm worried. But
So you got the Vikings.
I do
Similarly
the
underrated.
Vikings.
What does Tony
I
have?
love Kirk. I love
Tony,
Kirk.
what does Tony have? We know it.
Big
We-
surprise, guys. He's
Right.
got the New York Giants.
The New York Football Giants.
God,
Yeah.
didn't Aaron Judge almost sign with them?
Tommy, yeah. So did Carlos Correa. What do you,
No, that was the Mets, I believe.
well, and the Giants.
Was it the
And
Giants?
the
Giants
Yeah.
first, and then
Was
Giants.
that the Giants?
Yeah.
And then
No.
today he said he's happy to be back.
He don't want
he's
to be
happy.
anywhere near Minnesota. They just were willing to let him play.
Yeah.
Exactly. What do you got, Tommy?
Big surprise.
Yeah.
Give me the
Is he
Vikings.
picking the Vikings?
They were my Super Bowl pick at the beginning of the year. They're still in here, still possibility. I know a few of you clowns picked the Packers.
Not me. Couldn't be me. Sorry, Chuck.
Vikings.
All right.
Chuck is
picked,
not a clown, by the way.
No.
The pick was.
I picked. I picked the Vikings, but I'm worried about the Vikings. They might get by the Giants. That's it, though.
Yeah.
Because that defense can't stop anyone. That defense, I believe that defense would struggle against the Texans or Colts. It did struggle against the Colts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not, that defense scares me.
Yeah.
You can't win in the, Troy Aikman said it, you can't win in the playoffs with
Yeah.
no, not Troy Aikman, Tony Romo.
Tony Romo.
Getting my Dallas quarterbacks mixed up.
Well,
Dallas
Tony Romo
announcing
said.
quarterbacks.
Yeah. And as much as I didn't like Romo as a player, he's a great announcer.
he is a great,
He's great.
announcer.
So, we got that game in the books. Let's get to the battle of the AFC North. We got a couple of AFC North teams battling each
Some
other.
foes, right?
Oh boy.
A couple of foes, yes. AFC North foes.
Oh, boy.
Use an old-fashioned word there.
Is Lammer playing?
I certainly hope so. That's
I
all
don't
have to
know.
say.
I don't know. But Ravens against Bengals.
Chuck?
Here we go. What does Chuck have to say? Give us the info we need,
Yeah,
Chuck.
come on, Chuck, go ahead. Chuck.
Give us the info we need.
Rematch from last week, Cincinnati and the Ravens. As much as I don't like rematches like this, especially back-to-back, I believe the outcome will be the same. I'm taking Cincinnati over
The Bengals.
the stinking Ravens.
The stinking Ravens.
The Pigvens, as we say.
Yeah.
So he
I
so
think Josh
You
Chuck's,
should probably pause that, Tim.
Chuck's going with the
You should probably, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I,
just making sure
I
we
knew what
didn't
I was
get-
doing actually.
Okay,
believe
okay.
it or not.
Okay,
I know
yeah,
Josh might
that's
throw-
my first whiz.
I have
That's my
a weird
whiz.
feeling Josh is going to throw us a curveball on this
So
pick. I just
what do you got, Josh?
Well, you know what, Tim? The Ravens happen for no reason whatsoever happen to be my Super Bowl pick, and you know what? They're in the playoffs. They made it. Lamar, please play this week. I got the Ravens.
The first Super Bowl they won,
He could play and they ain't going to win.
they were scoring the same way they are now. First Super Bowl they won that year.
Their defense
And-
isn't that good, though.
You know, that was when Trent Dilfer was their quarterback. No, you're right. Their defense isn't that good.
It's still.
But I got a shout out. I got to give a shout out to Ravens tight end. This was not a likely shout out, but now it is. I've got to give a shout out to tight end Isaiah Likely.
That was a good one.
Helped me get to the championship in fantasy football.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And then they put Mark Andrews on the inactive list the last week, and he was good again. Thank you, Isaiah Likely. An unlikely hero, but likely in my book.
All right.
Okay, Tommy.
Well,
Go on, Josh.
Do you have
okay.
something to say
yeah, I do. I would like to say
after his unlikely pick?
no thank you to Mark Andrews for being awful all year in fantasy for me. Okay.
Yeah. That
Now I will
But that
speak-
happens with tight ends. It does.
You're not allowed to talk.
What? Did you give Tony's pick? I'd give Tony's pick first, Tom, and then you could go.
Tony's got the Bengals.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Lamar, Jamar, don't matter. Mangles 35-3.
3.
Okay.
Justin Tucker
At
was
least
a
I got
nice.
Justin Tucker.
I'm giving the
He ain't been as good, but
I'm giving it to the old Bengals.
Yeah.
Cincinnati, in case you're wondering.
was.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Horrible.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be.
Gross around that
I
stadium.
don't think there's going to be a lot of scoring in this game. I have a feeling.
You don't?
No, I don't think so. I
We'll
think it's
see.
going to be like an SEC
He
championship.
thinks Burr.
Joe Burr.
So we'll see, but I'm picking the Bengals.
AC Shiesty
All right. We always save the last two games for. Oh wait.
Oh.
Wait, there's only one we saved for last this week.
Too bad we couldn't get that one more win.
We only saved for one. We only have one save for this week, the last game of the week. The final wild card game of the week. Cowboys at the Buccaneers. 8-9 in the playoffs. That's all that matters. It's all that matters is you make the playoffs as any NFL player that.
It's a
I
whole
heard
new
a whole
season
bunch of them
here.
say that.
Yeah.
Sean Payton the other day predicted that the Buccaneers will upset the Cowboys. I don't know if
Sean
he knows what
Payton,
he's talking
Sean
about.
Payton.
He might know the Buccaneers a little bit since
I'll
he
tell you
spent
something.
Yeah.
his whole life in
That
that division.
movie about
Yeah.
Sean Payton
Yeah.
Who's the guy who played him?
Kevin James.
He should have lost a little more weight for that.
Just a
Because
little.
Sean Payton isn't that big.
No, he's
No.
not.
I
But
like
it was a good
him.
movie,
Good,
though.
good movie.
Let's
was a good
see
movie.
what
a little slimmer.
let's see what the superstar bowler Chuck Kolchak has to
Chuck
say.
Kolchak.
Chuck, what do you got for us?
Now, the last game, this was the toughest game for me. Dallas at Tampa. Dallas, Dak Prescott has not played well. He's got multiple games with multiple turnovers, as well as Tom Brady's never lost to Dallas. However, I am going to take Dallas in a tight one, and that's all I got.
Thank you, Chuck.
Thanks, Chuck. So, what do you got, Josh?
Well, no surprise here. Tim, I'm sorry. I got the Cowboys. And I think, there's all the stats. Tom Brady's great against the Cowboys. Cowboys suck in the playoffs. I don't think any of that matters in this game. I think the Cowboys are going to go out and get it done.
Okay. What do you got, Tommy?
I'll tell you what I got. I got the Tom Brady-driven Tampa Bay Buccaneers, whose defense is going to make Dak Prescott Dakota look
Yep.
terrible.
What does Tony have?
He will throw 3 picks.
What does Tony have?
He's got Dallas. Yeah.
He's got Dallas.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's got the Cowboys.
I got some things here. Okay. Tampa Bay has never beat Dallas in the playoffs. So it kind of cancels out the Tom
It
Brady
cancels
7-0 thing. Cancels it out.
8-0.
Even though not one player from those games in the early 80s is playing in this game, it still cancels it out. But also, the last month of the season, I've heard a lot of crap about you make the playoffs under 500. Well, you make the playoffs though.
Yeah.
You win your division, you make the playoffs. Hey, there's been 6 times where teams have made the playoffs under 500. And their record in the first round,
Yeah.
4-2.
That's pretty good.
4-2.
It's pretty good.
The year after the Saints won the Super Bowl, they played the NFC West champion Seattle Seahawks, who were 7-9, knocked out of the playoffs by under 500 team.
Yeah.
So it's happened.
Yeah.
So,
So I'm, for the first time in I think probably 10 weeks of picking. I did it with the first game, and I'm going to do it with this game. I'm going to go with the 2 1976 expansion teams. I went with Seattle, and I'm going to go with Tampa Bay. Because, as Tommy said, their defense is good.
It is good.
And he's not starting, but Ryan Jensen's active.
Oh, really?
If Ryan Jensen plays, they can run the ball. And I think running the ball is the key in this game. Tampa Bay runs the ball well. Brady is so happy because he doesn't have to pass every down.
Right.
If Vita Vea plays, which I guess he's going to,
Oh.
that stops the Dallas run more. Doesn't stop it completely.
Yeah.
Shaquille Barrett's still out.
Oh.
But that helps stop the Dallas run, and that puts the pressure on Prescott
Yeah.
to have to pass more.
Yeah.
I feel like they've got a shot.
They got a shot.
Will I be devastated if they lose? No.
But
I
it is
won't
the
be happy.
Cowboys. It's the Cowboys, so I feel like you're not going to really like that one.
I don't
It's
like
the
losing to the Cowboys. But you know what also? I'm almost interested for the off-season to find out who's the next quarterback.
Yeah.
Because guess who played Sunday for 2 series, Josh? Yes,
Was it my man?
the guy I picked up right before the game.
My man, Kyle Trask,
Trask
baby.
played.
Kyle
He
Trask
was 1
season.
for 9.
Okay. Hey, 1 is better than none. All right.
But he played.
Yeah, you're
So I was happy.
You're thinking about the guy that I hope plays might come over to you next season.
Oh, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Hey, Lamar Jackson, Derek Carr. I'm all right. Hey, you know who I would even take? I'm serious. I'm not lying. I would take Baker Mayfield.
I wouldn't.
They can handle.
Yeah,
They can handle.
sorry.
I think he'd be
They got
fine.
no type of run game.
I think What's that?
They don't have any run game.
Well, when their
That's
offensive line's healthy, they have a
I
run
guess,
game.
yeah.
It'll just be Jameis Winston with less pass
No,
yards.
I don't think so.
With less
No.
pass yards.
Jameis Winston's last season, and I told Tommy this then, 2019, Tampa Bay makes the playoffs if Baker Mayfield was the quarterback. He's nowhere near as bad as Jameis Winston.
So, a little off the NFL spectrum here. I don't know if anybody
We're
here
going to finish
remembers
this off soon, though.
remembers the
What was that?
Popeyes meme kid.
What was that?
The Popeyes meme kid here.
I don't.
Okay. So his name is Dearnest Collin.
Oh, boy.
Big
What
meme,
do we
probably
do?
what is it, 8-10 years ago?
Yeah.
I think it's Dearnest.
Where are
I
we
think
going
it's-
with
Could
this?
you stop?
No, but where are we going?
I
No,
think-
This is
fine.
big,
Stop.
kid. This is big.
I think that's how you say it.
Yeah.
And I find it very cool to find out that this kid is now a freshman offensive lineman
Ohio State?
at Lake Erie College
No!
in Painesville, Ohio.
You've got to be kidding
And
me.
not only, but
How
here's
awesome.
him. Here's him.
Look at that!
This is him, right? Number 61. Not only he posted something talking about I need everyone to go to my Instagram and repost this to tag Popeyes. He now has an NIL deal with Popeyes.
That's beautiful.
Amazing.
A guy at Lake Erie
Amazing.
College gets an NIL deal.
Yeah.
How
Amazing.
awesome is that?
Amazing.
Oh,
Next
amazing.
up, Jack Bun.
There is, you know it. You know it.
Yeah.
Shout out Jack Bun.
That's
Shout
so
out Jack
awesome.
Bun after
Oh
he
my
pays
gosh.
Cash app him his money for winning the league.
How
Yep,
about
after he pays
that?
me.
Isn't that
Shout
great?
out Jack Bun. That is great.
All right. So next week we'll just have 4 games.
Yeah.
Four of them.
Whoever Tampa Bay plays and the other 3. But
Whoever Justin Herbert plays.
until then, hopefully we get Tony Marthrockmorn back here.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get our technical producer
Hopefully
back.
he
Or as we
feels a
call
little
him.
bit better.
Or as
Yeah,
we call him, Throck Shot.
Yeah, I mean, we love
Yeah.
Tony.
Who decided
wanted-
to not beat Tommy
We want
and
Tony.
then end up winning the whole league. Very nice of you, buddy.
He
We
didn't care
want-
about you.
It's his win.
we want Tony back in the studio.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. He's bowled well lately.
Yeah.
But all right, so I think that's going to be it. Josh, do you got anything?
All I gotta say is my 2 picks for the Super Bowl are still in here, and I got them winning. So I
All
got to
right.
root for my picks.
Well, so are mine.
So go for my picks.
Mine too.
Bills
Vikings,
over the
Bills.
Buccaneers.
Mine
Bills over
was
the
Viking
Buccaneers.
Bills, I believe.
Yeah, so we're all alive still.
Yeah.
I do have one last thing.
Yeah.
Real fast.
One more thing
Okay.
from
Real
Tim here.
fast. The guy on Twitter today, he's a Browns.
Oh, jeez.
He's a Browns
Lover.
lover who constantly praises the Browns for everything. Nick Perdone, I believe is his name.
Oh, yes.
Ripped on the Cavs last night after the game, saying, "Oh, they traded Jordan Clarkson for Dante Exum." Well, Nick,
we
they
Jared
got
Allen for
Jared
Dante
Allen
Exum.
for Dante Exum. Okay,
Goofy.
You might want to stick to your losers in brown and orange. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Go Browns.